Dota 2 is a new game. Tell
Wow.
me why.
I've heard that this Dota update is Dota 3 basically.
Dota 3.
So for those of you who don't
So
know, Dota 2 dropped a huge update this week
just
called
out of nowhere, were they teasing this at all?
I don't know. I haven't been on the Dota scene for a long time, nor have I followed the news at all. But there's a new update called New Frontiers, which I don't know. This is probably the biggest update they've done. Like I remember them doing one. They did one like a year or two ago, and even then it was like, wow, oh my god, like this has changed the game. But I don't think that compares to this update, because I think right out the gate, this update has changed the map entirely. The map is now 40% bigger.
Listen, the Dota map was large already.
It was large,
League
but
was tiny in comparison to Dota.
But yeah, so I think that's one of the more significant changes. And obviously that means that, there's gameplay changes in that there's different neutral camps, there's different objectives. There are new ways to get around this big map quickly. Like I think there are portal gates or similar that you can...
I'm just reading. Yeah, there's 2 gates that connect the corners of the map near safe lane towers. Let players teleport instantly from one edge. That's insane. That changes movements around the map significantly.
Do you like Roshan, your home/Roshan? He's got 2 pits
Love
now.
Roshan. So what, does he spawn in both?
I don't think he spawns in both, but there's one on each corner of the map, or 2 corners of the map. So yeah, like there's just...
he spawns on one of them.
There's just changes like that. There's obviously been a huge amount of balance changes to items and heroes, but I think the most significant one is that there's a new stat type, like entirely. So you've had intelligence, strength, and agility. There's a 4th type called universal, which I read that, I was like, what does that mean? So as Eurogamer have described it, this is a new main stat group that includes existing heroes who gain 0.6 damage from each stats of any attribute.
Wow.
There are big hero balance changes and new items to fuss over too. So I think
universal heroes are like a jack of all trades.
I think,
type of hero.
So you'll be able to build them out in a number of ways.
That's cool.
So like, just
do you know this UI thing? So from Eurogamer as well, it says, as for the UI, health-related info gets an upgrade with this update, with health bar barriers, health bar pips, and health costs added. I don't understand what that means.
Yes, I haven't delved into that exclusively, but I know I did read briefly. So the hero Medusa, for example, she gets a shield. That'll now be indicated like as a shield on the UI.
Oh, I know.
As an example, like I think I haven't delved.
It just gives you a bit more clarity as to what's going on.
So I haven't delved into the nitty gritty, but I think that's what they're referring to. There are a whole lot of UI changes as well that are just meant to make the game easier to read, because I mean it is a chaotic game. Like
so this is now the default game mode. It's not like I can play old Dota.
No,
this is just
Dota. Yeah.
I mean this is I think you're right. This is, I mean, when Dota 2 came out, it was an extensive change in terms of visual and hero balancing, but the core gameplay was identical almost. When it launched. They've obviously changed it since. But this is like a fundamental shift to how Dota operates.
Yeah, but there was an update way back when. It must have been like, I'm going to say like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago even, where it was significant on this level of like, oh my god, they're doing this and this. It's like, it feels like a whole new game.
I do recall that,
but it was never on this level. This feels like
this does feel like they would have called it a Dota 3, but they're not going to change. They're not going to launch a new product now. They're just going to.
One other change that they made across the board is that their stuns by default are shorter now. Which I wonder. It's funny because I don't want to be the person to say it, but I'm going to say it's League of Legends from my experience. Like the key difference between the two is that stuns are shorter, but you can spam abilities more frequently.
Yes.
So I don't know if I haven't read through all the hero balance changes, but I know stuns are shorter.
Those patch notes
are huge.
Insane.
That page is humongous.
That is a master's thesis of patch notes.
Yeah, hats off to the people who wrote it and whoever had to QA that. Yes, like, yeah,
you know what? The international is going to be fucking lit this year.
Yeah,
this is a reset across the board. Like every single pro team in the scene now has a shot to be good at this
But
because
if I'm not
it's
mistaken,
such a big
there's a
change.
big tournament, one of the majors, I think in like a month or two.
Oh, good luck to
So
them.
I'm like,
Good
oh
luck.
my god, dude, like
This is like
if Europe,
normally. I mean, the internationals decided by meta changes to heroes and like like just what is the current meta. This is so significant. Like
yeah,
you could see the big teams just not coping with this at all.
yeah,
That makes it exciting. I like that. I'm gonna
yeah.
watch the international this year because I didn't last
We're
year.
not
So
gonna know what the hell's going on, but I'm keen.
where is the international this year? Because
No
last year was
idea.
China, wasn't it?
I think it was China, yeah.
Last year was Shanghai. So I think this year's in Europe again, if I'm not mistaken.
It must be in Europe.
Well,
Why do
I
I
mean,
think
we pondering this, and I can
we
check
can
this
just?
up right
Why do
now.
I feel like it's in Sweden? I'm sucking
Oh,
now.
in like Copenhagen or something.
Did I imagine
That's
that?
not Sweden, is it?
No, that's
My
Denmark.
geography's
You
bad.
got it
Yeah,
wrong.
very bad. Who's the? Have they even announced it?
Maybe they haven't announced it yet, but I think you're right. Or is it not in America this year? I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, location to be determined. They haven't announced it.
Sure.
That seems strange.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm very keen to see that.
Cool.
Um,
Okay, so from Dota 3, yes, Valve's on a roll, hey?
mhm.
Counter-Strike 2,
Counter-Strike 2,
Dota,
Dota 3,
not 3,
basically.
but pretty much 3. And people are
They've,
like, oh, Valve don't make games anymore. They just like completely re-roll two of their biggest games of all time.
they
Like
don't though.
at no, this is risk. You can't
Mm.
you can't be like, oh, everyone's going to university love this. This
Well,
is a huge
I
risk to change a
love
game like this.
whoever wrote the patch notes or did like whoever put all that collateral together, that team, the social post or the headline was something of it basically said this is a huge change. Things are very likely to break, but it's cool. We'll figure it out together. Like that's the sentiment
We're
of
in
like,
this together.
yeah, it's like they basically said we are taking a huge gamble. Like things might not be the way you envision it or the way we envision it out the gate, but like we're going to work on it as we go. And like that's fair,
Yeah. No,
That's
I mean, you don't release something this big and everything just works.
yeah,
That's not possible.
no,
So, yeah.
yeah, cool.
Okay.
What other news
Should
should we
we
touch on?
should we race through this Nintendo indie
Oh yeah,
showcase, which had no Silk Song, so it
no, I mean it was.
0 to 10 in my heart.
So I think I don't know if you want to go through each thing individually so much as maybe just
Not
picking
really,
out,
just like a
yeah.
highlights thing, like things that looked cool. This Minico's Night Market looked pretty neat. It's like a sort of like resource management or like town simulator thing with a fairy tale kind of world. It looks pretty. It's got really cool visuals. I really
Yeah.
like them.
You liked
That's out in September.
you liked my time at Porsche. Get ready for my time at Sandrock.
I didn't like my time in Porsche, so I was just like, eh. And they were like significant character upgrades, and I looked at the dialogue. I was like, okay, if you say so.
Played Up is a game that I've seen people stream. It's kind of like
This
Overcooked.
thing looked like fucking Overcooked.
Yeah, but I think there's
from the start.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But it's a very popular game.
I like how it turns into it starts off as Overcooked and it's like automate your kitchen. I was like, oh, okay, this is not Overcooked. Yeah, this is a whole
also
different
it's
thing.
a roguelite management sim.
Interesting. Okay.
So that's coming to Switch. Quilts and Cats
October
of Calico.
2023.
Yeah,
this is an adaptation of an actual board game.
But we have actual Toby or Abigail, just
definitely
stolen
Abigail, just stolen for this artwork. I've got my
Unreal.
lawyers on it right now.
Unreal. A Rift of the Necrodancer.
Okay, this was the coolest thing at this whole thing for me because I love Crypt of the Necrodancer. I love Cadence of Hyrule.
It is from those devs, right?
Yes, yeah. It's a spin-off of Crypt of the Necrodancer. It isn't just, this is according to Kotaku, isn't just a rhythm game, but also features lane-based combat, which sort of reminded me of like Guitar Hero. Each character features their own story-based minigames with a variety of different rhythmic challenges. It arrives in 2023. As soon as I saw the character, I knew this was a Necrodancer thing because that's the main character from all the Necrodancer games. So it just looks sick. I'm all in on this. Yeah.
I'm ready.
And it just means we get more Danny Bartowski music, and he is A+. If you don't know who he is, he did Crypto Necrodancer, Super Meat Boy, Desktop Dungeons. yeah, he is top tier. Just incredible music. I think he
Nice.
did Splunky.
I love
No, he
his
didn't do Splunky.
animations. Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
2020. Oh, that's this next year. This year. What year are we in? We're in 2023.
We're in 2023, definitely. It's this year.
Animal Well.
Yeah, not. I didn't see much of this, but
I
Animal
know.
was a labyrinth explorer with a bold and elegant visual style,
All I
according
know
to.
is that this is being published by Donkey. Um, and
Oh,
his
is this
new.
one being published
This
by
this
him?
is
Okay.
I think his first like big game that they're publishing.
Okay.
I don't know what his
Interesting.
label's called, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's funny because I watch Donkey's videos and reviews, and I think we have very similar tastes. Like he loves the good shit. He loves Celeste,
Mm.
games like that. So I think I'm hoping this is good. If it's got his blessing, we'll see.
Okay.
We've got a Crime
That's only out
O'Clock.
in 2024 though,
Yeah,
so
it
that's
was
a
just
while away
shown.
still.
Crime O'Clock, 12 crimes
This is
in
a map-based crime-solving
in a
adventure.
black and white
Uh,
world.
the concept seems a little mind-bending,
Yeah.
according to Kotaku here. I didn't get to see this trailer, but I just want to scrub through it now.
Nice. Look at this. Wow. It's time.
Oh, it's like crime-solving across different time periods,
Mm.
like jumping back and forth between. Okay, this
This
immediately
is
seems like something I
this is
would
why it's
dig.
called Crime O'Clock. You
So
get
I wonder if solving a crime in certain time period affects a crime in another.
hey, well, now we're getting to
That would be cool.
Minority Report
Yeah,
territory.
exactly. Okay, I'm into
um,
that.
we have
We got Tesla Mons and Tesla Monsi. Oh, never mind.
Teslamancy, I think.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
The game's called Tesla
Tesla Grad,
Grad
yeah.
2 and Tesla Grad Remastered.
I saw this.
Um,
This is if this is a game I'm thinking of, because the showcase had a whole lot of developers talking before they showed the game. I think this game is made by a Nordic team, and it has got a lot of Nordic culture and visuals threaded, which kind of looks like it's.
okay.
But, yeah. Yeah, that's coming out.
We got Shadows of Loathing, which I guess is a spiritual successor to what's that other game called? It's something of Loathing as well.
This looks really good.
Streets of Loathing, maybe, I don't know.
It's
slapstick RPG that is stick figure.
Yeah, it's a black and white stick figure RPG, and it looks amazing. I'd play that. Blasphemous.
Shadows of Loathing.
2?
I might be confusing it with something else.
What the hell?
Oh, West of Loathing. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
We got a Blasphemous 2, which I do not know what this is. But
I never played Blasphemous, but it was always pictured as like a 2D Dark Souls-ish sort of thing.
Reminds me of Castlevania. Yeah.
But yeah, it looks good. Visually, it looks pretty great. But yeah, Oxenfree 2. This has been
coming for a while.
in the works for quite some time. Yeah, set 5 years after the first game. It's going to be on Switch in July 12th. That was the big news, was the release date. But it's also going to be on Netflix games because Netflix owns the studio now. So
nice. Did you play Oxenfree 1?
I haven't. I've got it on Switch. I just haven't gone around to it yet. Apparently, it's very good.
Yeah,
yeah,
real good. And then
a little to the left,
cupboards and drawers. DLC.
My God.
Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon Puzzlers Pack DLC.
Cool.
I missed this announcement. What is this? Just more Shovel
So it's
Knight.
an expansion for Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
We've got a lot of Shovel Knight spin-off stuff going on. Yeah.
And then
This is cool. Cult of the Lamb's getting free DLC.
Yep.
It's out now. Relics of the Old Faith.
Nice.
Apparently, it does like a rework to some of the game's combat, some of the bosses. There's
cool.
a permadeath mode, a boss rush mode, more challenges. So, like, if you bounced off Cult of the Lamb and want to get back into it, now seems like a good time.
Now is the time. Paper Trail. Cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful watercolor.
And Little Kitty, Big Kitty. No, Little Kitty, Big City. Sorry.
Nice. It's a tongue twister.
That's cool.
Features cats will play.
Chance of Sinar. This almost looks like Sable.
Yeah, very similar art style. Brotato.
This has been out on PC for a while, hasn't it? I think it's like a roguelike shooter, if I'm not mistaken.
This
Yeah,
looks
it's been
awesome.
on PC for a long
It's
time.
like
Yeah,
Vampire Survivors with guns
sort
and
of. Yeah,
potatoes.
and you're a potato.
Yeah.
Escape Academy Complete Edition. Escape Academy's been out for some time, or since
Mm.
last year. It's
Yep.
like like an escape room sort of simulator thing.
Yep.
Complete Edition coming to Switch later this fall. Five
Nice.
Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. I feel like this game's been dev for fucking ever. Like,
Yeah. Which is weird because
oh,
this.
it's out on Switch that day. Never mind.
Oh,
Okay, so
okay.
it is
Well, there we
out.
go. Uh, Bomb Rush
Yes.
Cyberpunk.
Bomb Rush Cyber. Let's fucking go. I'm so keen for this game. This is a spiritual successor to Jet Set Radio
Okay.
or Jet Set Radio Future. Since Sega's now making a new one, but when this was announced, there was no indication that that would ever be happening ever again.
So is this
Um,
made by people who worked on Jet Set Radio?
I think so. It's even got the original composer back.
Because it looks like
So
Jet Set Radio.
it looks exactly like Jet Set Radio, for better or worse. Like, I really hope the gameplay is a bit more expanded than, because playing Jet Set Radio now in 2023, there's not a lot of meat onto this gameplay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I hope it's a bit more expanded. It looks the part. It sounds the part. It's got good audio, good music.
Yeah.
It's out on August 18th, so that's great. Yeah.
Nice.
Neat tidbit. The composer for Jet Set Radio went on to compose all the Persona games.
What
No
a
shocker
dude.
that I love them, all of them.
What a dude. Cool. Should we fly through the last pieces of news? Because we've spent a fair bit of time on that stuff.
Should we touch on Humanity getting an
Humanity.
announcement?
You can tell me about this. This is
yeah, Humanity is a new game from good designer. Oh, good. Where's his name now? I know his last name Mizuguchi, but Tetsuya Mizuguchi.
Your face is gone. It's back.
The designer of the studio lead of games like Res Infinite and Tetris Effect. Makes good games.
Yeah.
This is the latest from.
This is the Lemmings game. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a Lemmings game. You control like a glowing Shiba Inu, and you are lemmingsing loads and loads of people in these like surreal environments.
Oh my god, these lemmings are getting destroyed.
They're getting annihilated. It looks great.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm keen. Super keen for this, just because I enjoyed Res and I loved Tetris Effect, so I'm in on anything that Enhance makes. So yeah.
Nice.
That's out on May 16th, so soon. It is on the higher tiers of PS Plus as well.
Nice.
If you're subscribed to those, so yeah.
Cool.
Halo, quickly.
Halo, cool.
Netflix has hired Joseph Staten. So if you're not familiar, Joseph Staten, long-time mainstay at Microsoft and at Bungie when they were a Microsoft brand, and 343. He was the guy that when Halo was delayed for a year, Microsoft said, cool, you go to 343 and get this thing out the fucking door.
Okay.
He was like the closer, and he managed to do that.
That's so funny.
So he's the co-creator of the Halo and Destiny franchises. Like, this dude knows his shit. Yeah. So he announced that he was departing from Microsoft a while back. A few weeks ago, but he's now confirmed that he is starting a job at Netflix to work on a brand new IP and some bigger games that they have.
Will it be a shooter set in space? Only time will tell.
Who knows? With big hulking guys and space guns and aliens. Who knows?
You never know.
But that's a big get for Netflix. They are getting very serious about their stuff. And a brand new AAA multi-platform game. Looks like Netflix is getting serious beyond phone games. So,
yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, that's good for him, you know.
And speaking of phone games, do you like Monster Hunter?
Yes.
Well, do you like Pokemon Go?
I used to.
Well, the people who made a Pokemon Go, Niantic, are making a Monster Hunter game for mobile devices. What is it called?
Monster Hunter Now. Like, not Monster Hunter yesterday, Monster Hunter right now.
The South African version is Monster Hunter Now.
Exactly.
You know? But yeah, this from what I've seen in the trailer is so Monster Hunter as a game on the go makes sense to me. Like, the formula of you fight a monster, you get parts, you build better gear to fight bigger monsters, rinse and repeat forever. That formula can 100% work as a mobile game. How it looks as Monster Hunter, though, which is all about, how you get those parts? You actually have to fight these monsters and roll and, do a whole lot of stuff. I don't know how that translates to mobile. Yeah.
I think there's some interesting tidbits here from this Polygon piece. So it seems that the maximum battle time is just 75 seconds to be suitable for outdoor play, apparently.
That is
so
crazy.
The distinctive gameplay altering weapon classes remain, but players should expect to be switching between them more frequently. You also have a paintball mechanic, which lets you mark monsters when you're out and about so that you can fight them when you get home. And alternatively, your Calico can automatically tag monsters when the app is closed.
Sorry, that just sounds so funny. Just like in the real world, you paintball a monster so you can fight them when you get home. Nice. I know, have I lost you? Oh no. We've got some technical difficulties. Alessandro really likes this game. He's smiling. He's ready. We're just going to keep him frozen there. Well, this is awkward. What was the time? Did he get hit by load shedding or something? No? He's just chilling. Just chilling. Oh my god, you back.
Oh, okay. That was super strange because I could hear you and see you the entire time.
Oh, but you were just gone. Hilarious.
So I'm like busy talking. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not cutting any of that out. That's fine. I just carried on talking because that was super strange.
We were talking over each other, maybe. I don't know, but you could hear me.
I could hear you, so I just stopped. Yeah.
You were very excited about this news, let me tell you. The freeze frame I
decided to just shit the bed again. It's happening more and more frequently. This is a bit of a problem.
It's weird. Anyways.
So Niantic's done a lot of these games already. Like they did the Harry Potter one, which actually didn't work. They shut that down. And they've done a Nintendo one, Pikmin Bloom, which is still going, if I'm not mistaken. Wasn't there a Minecraft? There was a Minecraft one as well, but that wasn't Niantic. That was like Microsoft.
But hold on, is the Pikmin mobile game out?
Yeah, it's out.
What? Is it any good?
I don't know. I've never tried it.
Okay.
I just don't know. I think the novelty of Pokemon Go is worn off. Like people still play. Like there are still loads, and Pokemon Go is still like massively popular. But like the fervor of every single person you know playing Pokemon Go, that's like even when they released a Harry Potter one, that didn't happen. So good luck to Monster Hunter.
I'll try it out. I I don't know how Monster Hunter gameplay translates to mobile. We'll see. And then last piece of news: Square Enix triples down on blockchain with new deal, even as other publishers flee. What is...
Square Enix is really going in on this. It seems like the industry has mostly moved away from this after like the NFT market's somewhat crashed, and it's still there. There's still Web3 games happening, but the sort of interest from developers, or at least from publishers, or at least their willingness to mention it in shareholder briefings, where shareholders would be like, oh, if you mention NFTs, the share price is going to go up because everyone's in on this shit now. Like that's kind of like died down. So good luck to Square Enix.
I mean, I don't know. It's an interesting topic. We'll see how it goes for them.
Square Enix refuses to release games on Xbox because they think it's bad for business, but will delve into Web3 and NFT games.
Nice. Cool. But on that note, I think that is all the gaming news for this week.